Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever been in a conversation trying to express something important, only to feel like no one was paying attention? Or worse, completely ignored? It's frustrating, isn't it? Meanwhile, there are people who just walk into a room, say one sentence, and everyone hangs on their every word. What makes the difference? Are they smarter, more experienced, or just lucky? The answer is no. The secret lies not in what they say, but in how they say it. Now, imagine walking into a room and saying something so compelling that it commands the attention of everyone around, not by being loud, but by exuding confidence, clarity, and an inner energy that people can't ignore. This doesn't just earn you a voice, it builds lasting respect. And here's the good news, this isn't out of reach. You can learn to do this too, not by changing who you are, but by refining how you express yourself. In this video, I'll share with you simple, yet powerful principles inspired by Stoic philosophy, a timeless school of thought that has guided people for over 2,000 years. Together, we'll explore how you can speak in a way that not only gets people to listen, but earns their respect. From breaking the habit of over-apologizing to mastering the art of saying less while saying it better, these lessons will transform how others perceive you. Let's begin this journey together. If you find this video valuable, don't forget to hit like, share it to spread these insights further, and leave a comment below about the challenges you face in communication. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Key principles of speaking with respect and authority. Number 1. Avoid over-apologizing. Let's start with a habit that many of us have without even realizing it: apologizing too much. While saying sorry is sometimes necessary, over-apologizing can silently erode your credibility. It sends a subtle message to others that you lack confidence or that you are at fault, even when you're not. Imagine this. You walk into a meeting 2 minutes late and immediately say, "Sorry, I'm late," even though the delay was caused by heavy traffic. Or someone accidentally bumps into you and you blurt out, "Oh, sorry." Why are you apologizing for things outside your control or for simply existing? These habitual apologies may seem polite, but they quietly undermine your authority and self-worth. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism becomes invaluable. The Stoics teach us that words carry weight, and they should be used intentionally. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of deliberate speech, only saying what adds value or reflects truth. When you apologize unnecessarily, you diminish the strength and meaning of your words. Instead of saying sorry, you can replace it with more assertive and intentional phrases. For instance, if you're late, say "thank you for waiting" instead of "sorry for being late." This small shift not only reframes the narrative, but also communicates gratitude and accountability rather than guilt. If someone bumps into you, simply smile or say, "Excuse me," without assuming fault. Breaking this habit takes practice, but it's empowering. Start by catching yourself in those moments when you're about to apologize. Pause and ask, "Do I truly owe an apology here? Or is there a better way to respond?" You'll find that most of the time, there's no need to say sorry. By avoiding unnecessary apologies, you reclaim your authority. You show others and yourself that you value your presence and contributions. This small yet powerful change can transform how others perceive you and, more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Ready to stop apologizing for everything? Let's move on to the next principle. How to cultivate clarity and precision in your speech to command respect. So number 2, cultivate clarity and precision. Now that you've learned the importance of avoiding over-apologizing, let's talk about another essential principle: cultivating clarity and precision in your speech. One of the quickest ways to lose respect in a conversation is to ramble or speak in a vague, unfocused manner. It can make your audience feel lost, disengaged, or even dismissive of your words. Imagine you're trying to explain a new idea in a meeting. Instead of getting to the point, you go on a tangent, adding unnecessary details, and by the time you're finished, the audience is confused. The problem isn't that your idea lacked merit, it's that the delivery lacked clarity. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, taught us the value of simplicity and focus in communication. In his Meditations, he writes, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This principle can be applied directly to how we speak. When we communicate, Our goal should be to deliver the message with precision, avoiding filler words or lengthy explanations that dilute our intent. Here's how you can start cultivating clarity in your speech. Pause before speaking. Take a moment to organize your thoughts. Ask yourself, what is the core point I want to make? Keep it simple. Use straightforward language. Avoid overcomplicating your message with jargon or unnecessary complexity. Stay on topic. Resist the urge to add tangential information. If it doesn't support your main idea, leave it out. Structure your thoughts. When making a point, follow a logical flow. State your main idea, provide brief supporting details, and conclude succinctly. For example, instead of saying, I was thinking that maybe we could, try a different approach because the current one seems kind of, inefficient. Try this. The current approach is inefficient. I suggest we try this alternative for better results. Notice how the second version is clear, direct, and confident. Clarity isn't just about being understood, it's about commanding respect. When you speak with focus, people are more likely to listen, trust your words, and take you seriously. Now, let's explore another key principle: balancing humility with confidence to ensure your voice carries weight without coming across as overbearing. Number 3, balance humility and confidence. While clarity and precision are essential, they need to be paired with the right tone. The balance between humility and confidence is crucial in earning respect when you speak. Too much confidence can come across as arrogance, while excessive humility might make you seem unsure or unworthy of attention. Finding the sweet spot between these extremes is key to making your voice impactful and respected. Imagine this. You're presenting an idea in a meeting and someone challenges your point. If you respond defensively or arrogantly with, clearly you don't understand my vision, you risk alienating the group. On the other hand, if you respond with excessive humility saying, maybe I didn't think this through, you're probably right, you undermine your own credibility. Stoic philosophy teaches us the value of self-awareness and measured responses. Epictetus reminds us, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. This underscores the importance of being open to others' perspectives while maintaining confidence in your own ideas. True humility doesn't mean doubting yourself. It means recognizing that you don't know everything and being willing to learn without diminishing your worth. Here's how you can strike this balance in your communication. Acknowledge others' perspectives. Show humility by validating other viewpoints. For instance, say, I see your perspective and it's a valid point. Stand firm in your truths. Follow up with confidence by clearly stating your stance. For example, here's why I believe this approach will work. Use inclusive language. Instead of framing your ideas as absolute, use phrases like, in my experience, or based on the data I've seen. This invites discussion while maintaining authority. Avoid over-explaining. Confidence is often conveyed through brevity. If you over-explain or justify excessively, it can signal doubt. For example, imagine a colleague questions your strategy in a project meeting. You can say, I appreciate your concern about the timeline. From my analysis, this method seems most effective, but I'm open to adjusting if we encounter challenges. This response acknowledges their input while reinforcing your position with confidence and humility. By balancing humility and confidence, you create an environment where people respect your authority without feeling intimidated or dismissed. It shows that you value collaboration, but are also secure in your expertise. Let's move forward and tackle a common obstacle in respectful communication: learning how to control emotional reactions when speaking. Number 4. Control emotional reactions. In any conversation, one of the quickest ways to lose respect is to let emotions take control of your words. Whether it's reacting defensively, raising your voice, or allowing frustration to seep into your tone, emotional outbursts can undermine your credibility and make it harder for others to take you seriously. Think about a time when someone lashed out in anger during a discussion. How did it make you feel? Chances are you focused less on their argument and more on their behavior. When emotions dominate, the message gets lost. This is why controlling your emotional reactions is essential for speaking with authority and respect. The Stoics deeply understood the power of emotional regulation. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle reminds us that while we can't control others' words or actions, we can always control how we respond. By mastering our emotions, we retain control over our message and maintain respect in any situation. Here's how you can control your emotional reactions when speaking. Pause before responding. If you feel anger or frustration bubbling up, take a moment to breathe. Count to 3 or silently repeat a calming phrase like, "Stay steady." Separate emotion from the issue. Ask yourself, what's really bothering me here? The person's words or my reaction to them? This helps you focus on the message, not the emotions. Lower your tone, not your point. If you feel the urge to raise your voice, consciously lower it instead. A calm tone carries far more weight than shouting ever will. Reframe the situation. Instead of seeing criticism or disagreement as a personal attack, view it as an opportunity to refine your ideas or demonstrate your composure. For example, imagine a colleague dismisses your idea in a meeting saying, "That won't work. It's unrealistic." A reactive response might be, "That's not true. You don't understand." Instead, you could say, "I hear your concern. Let's discuss which parts of the plan feel impractical and see if we can adjust them." This approach shifts the focus back to collaboration, showcasing your self-control and leadership. Remember, controlling your emotions doesn't mean suppressing them or being indifferent. It means responding with intention rather than reacting impulsively. When you master this skill, you not only maintain respect, but also inspire trust and confidence in those around you. Now let's explore another vital principle of speaking with respect and authority: the art of saying less while actually saying more. So number 5, speak less, listen more. In the world of communication, there's a simple yet profound truth. The more you listen, the more powerful your words become. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that to command respect, they need to dominate conversations. But the opposite is often true. Those who listen attentively and speak thoughtfully are the ones who leave a lasting impression. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone who interrupts constantly or talks endlessly without letting others contribute? It can feel frustrating and even dismissive. Now contrast that with someone who listens intently, asks meaningful questions, and speaks only when they have something valuable to say. Which person do you respect more? The Stoics believed that wisdom begins with understanding others. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This principle emphasizes the power of restraint in communication. By listening more, you not only understand others better, but also ensure that your own words carry greater impact when you do speak. Here's how you can practice the art of speaking less and listening more. Practice active listening. When someone speaks, give them your full attention. Nod, make eye contact, and acknowledge their points with phrases like, "That's interesting," or "I see your point." Ask open-ended questions. Encourage others to share more by asking questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" or "What do you think is the best approach?" This shows that you value their input. Pause before responding. After someone finishes speaking, pause for a moment to process what they've said. This ensures your reply is thoughtful and measured. Speak only when you add value. Avoid chiming in just to fill the silence. Only speak when your words contribute to the discussion or provide clarity. For instance, imagine you're in a group discussion and someone shares a new idea. Instead of immediately countering with your opinion, you could say, "That's an intriguing idea. Can you walk us through how it might work in practice?" This not only encourages dialogue, but also positions you as a thoughtful and respectful communicator. By speaking less and listening more, you create an atmosphere of mutual respect. People feel heard and valued in your presence, which naturally elevates your authority. Ironically, the less you speak, the more weight your words will carry when you do choose to share them. Next, let's delve into how you can use positive and constructive language to build stronger connections and leave a lasting impression. So number 6, use positive and constructive language. The words you choose can either build bridges or burn them. Using positive and constructive language is not just about being polite, it's about fostering trust, encouraging collaboration, and ensuring your message is well received. Negative or overly critical speech can alienate others, while a constructive tone invites engagement and respect. Imagine you're giving feedback on a project. If you say, "This is wrong, it doesn't make sense," the listener may feel defensive or even demoralized. Now compare that to saying, "This is a great starting point. I think we can refine it further by considering X, Y, Z." The second approach not only softens the delivery, but also invites collaboration, showing respect for the other person's effort and ideas. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on what we can control, our words, and how we deliver them. Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." Similarly, instead of focusing on problems, channel your energy into finding solutions and expressing them in a way that motivates others. Here's how to incorporate positive and constructive language into your communication. Focus on solutions. When addressing an issue, shift the conversation from what's wrong to what can be improved. For instance, say, "Let's explore how we can make this even better," rather than, "This doesn't work." Use encouraging phrases. Phrases like, "I see potential here," or "This is a step in the right direction," show optimism and build rapport. Avoid absolutes. Words like "always" or "never" can come across as overly critical. Replace them with more balanced statements like "sometimes" or "in this instance." Frame criticism as opportunity. Instead of pointing out flaws, highlight areas for growth. For example, this part could be strengthened to make it even more effective. Positive language doesn't mean avoiding tough conversations or sugarcoating reality. It's about delivering your message in a way that inspires progress instead of resistance. When you approach challenges with a constructive mindset, people are more likely to feel valued and willing to work with you. For example, let's say a colleague misses a deadline. Instead of saying, "You're always late, this is unacceptable," try, "I understand things might have been hectic. Let's discuss how we can better manage the timeline moving forward." This approach addresses the issue while maintaining respect and preserving the relationship. By choosing your words carefully and focusing on constructive solutions, you position yourself as a leader who is both effective and compassionate. Your speech becomes a tool for building connections, inspiring trust, and fostering a culture of mutual respect. And with that, you now have a strong foundation of principles to speak with respect and authority. Remember, these aren't just techniques, they're habits you can cultivate daily. Let's wrap up with a final thought on why mastering these skills is essential for building lasting relationships and personal growth. Communication isn't just about expressing ideas, it's about building respect, connections, and value with those around you. From avoiding unnecessary apologies, speaking clearly and concisely, balancing humility with confidence, controlling your emotions, to listening deeply and using positive language. Each principle is a stepping stone toward creating a strong, trustworthy presence. Remember, mastering these skills doesn't require perfection. It's about consistent practice. Small changes in how you communicate today can make a big difference in how others perceive and respond to you. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these principles do you find easiest to apply? Or what challenges do you face in communication? Share your story in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to hit like, share it with your friends to spread these lessons further, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on future content. Together, we can improve every day and become the best versions of ourselves. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.